What if I told you that with an innocent Google search, you could actually land yourself in the private database of the company? This is not an iron app. This is called Google Dorking. And most organizations do not even know that their digital front door is left wide open and can be found out through Google Dorking. Now, what is Google Dorking? Google Dorking, also called Google Hacking, it uses advanced search operators to find information that wasn't meant to be public. Now, as a cybersecurity professional and ethical hacker, whenever you want to start an operation or you want to work on a particular target, the first thing you need to do is reconnaissance. And Google Docking is something that can be used for a reconnaissance stage to get more information about your particular target. I'm also going to be showing you how to perform this on a target, but this is explicitly for educational purposes only. Do not perform this on domains that you do not own or you've not been given explicit right to dock. So yeah, be ethical in your behaviors, and I think with that we're going to jump into our machine. So before we get into our lab, I'm going to list 5 of the search operators that we have. We have sites, we have file type, we have in-text, we have in URL, and we have in title. These are the things that you're going to use when you want to search for specific things on a particular domain, on a particular website. So it is going to help you niche down to that particular information that you need, and most times those informations aren't meant to be public, but then in one way or the other they get indexed and the site owner might not know. So yeah, as a cybersecurity professional, this is meant to be your first or one of your first steps to take when working on any duty. So let's say I want to work on this particular site. Let me get the URL. Here, let's say I want to search for file type PDF. So I'm trying to search for the PDF files on this particular website, and then I hit enter. So now it will take me to course, okay. So let's click on the first link, and I'm very sure this is going to be a PDF. Can you see? So this is a PDF on this particular website. Might have not been expected to be indexed by the website owner, but this is for educational purposes. This was created by Moist Institute for training, for internship training. So yeah, it was deliberately made in this way. So let's check another. So this is another PDF. Let's check it out. You can see another PDF. Yeah. So let's say we're trying to look for something else, maybe like an admin page on your website. Maybe the admin page wasn't really securely hidden from the general public. This is the way you can use Google Dorking for it. So you go site, hold on, let's use Starbucks now. Starbucks.com. Instead of in text, since we're looking for like a login page, we use in URL. Starbucks.com in URL, part of the search operators we spoke about earlier, and then hit enter. So here we are. As you can see, the logo of Starbucks isn't even on this particular website. So it's to show you that they weren't expecting this website, like they weren't expecting users to get to this particular website. So let's enter the website. Store development results. This is not a website you expect people to be on. So if you want to do like a vulnerability assessment on a particular website or on a target, this is like one of your first go-to because if you can get access to this website and then test the website, because since they are not expecting people to be here, there's a high probability that it won't be as secure as other parts of the website. And then if you can gain access from this particular page, let me complete that for security. This is for educational purposes. But then what I'm trying to explain is that it is a case of going through a building and then seeing the doors are locked, but then a particular window was left open. So you can use that window to get into the building without going through the door, but you are in the building. So that's what I'm trying to explain. When it comes to this particular Google Dorking and the power it has, and let me make this clear, it can be illegal. I need to get through to you. This is illegal. And then how do you know you are doing it illegally? When you start using the information you gather against the company, or you are actively gathering information when you were not given explicit permission to do so, it is illegal, and then you can be prosecuted according to the law. So yeah, be conscious of that. What else? Let's check for something else. We've checked for NURL, we've checked for we've not checked for in text. So let's go site. Should we still use Starbucks? Let's use Starbucks, but instead of NURL, we use in text. So it is going to search for everything on this website that has admin. Everything that was written in the text that had admin. It's going to bring that up. So now Starbucks, yada yada yada. Constellation template. This is an Excel. This is a file. This is a file. This is a file. It downloaded on my PC. This is a file. Okay. So let's leave that. So for file type also, something like this, if you go to a website and you're trying to look for file types, you can search for something like this. You will also see it. So I'm guessing, or no, I'm not guessing. The reason it brought this up is because it has an admin there was admin in this document. That was why I brought it up. So yeah. So now that we've gone through all these things, what are the things you can do? What are the ways you can actually remediate and make sure your company's attack surface is minimized? The first thing you need to do is to pay professionals to help you check what Google indexes about you. They should actively check what publicly available information your company has outside there. Secondly, you should be able to control, or you should control, what Google indexes about your website or your domain. These particular websites and these parts of the domain that we actually went through, most of them were not meant to be indexed. Most of them are not meant to be outside to everyone. But then maybe because the domain owner feels like they are not like a vulnerability to them, they left it, or something else, but they are not meant to be outside like that. It is a case of, I don't know if I've used this analogy before, but I think I have, so let's just move past that. Lastly, the best way to do it is to make sure your admin page is not easily accessible by anybody. I've worked on a security assessment job whereby I was checking the security posture of the website, and then the admin page was just there, like it was within a couple of clicks, a couple of searches, and all. I was able to get to the admin page, and that sort of thing. It's actually dangerous because I could run a brute force on the particular admin and then get into the admin account, and I have control over the domain already. Do you understand? So the best bet is to make sure your admin panel or your admin page is not easily accessible to you. No, to you. Yeah, it should be accessible to you, but to any other person, make sure it is not easily accessible. So yeah, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you've learned one or two things Yeah, because it's safe doesn't mean it's secure. Like the video, subscribe. Cheers.